After a 2 day layover in New York, it's finally time to head back home. I started my day early with prayers, some workout, and getting my uniform ready. Long flights demand more than skill, they demand balance physical, mental, and spiritual. This is our today's route from New York to Mumbai, a long, carefully planned track that takes us across oceans, multiple time zones, and higher latitudes. And on flights like this, we just don't look at the weather below us. We also keep an eye on something most people never think about. Is it's called the space weather. The forecast hints that we might encounter some solar activity along the way. Nothing unusual, but definitely something worth watching. So, what exactly is space weather? Just like Earth has weather, the Sun has activity too. Solar flares and bursts of charged particles travel towards Earth and interact with the planet's magnetic field. Most of the time, we see it as beautiful auroras near the poles, but for aviation, especially long haul flights, it's something we quietly monitor. As I head down for breakfast, let me simplify something important about space weather. When we talk about solar radiation in aviation, we broadly look at three categories. We receive it in a very simple operational format: G, S, and R. Let me break that down. A G stands for geomagnetic storms. The G scale tells us how disturbed Earth's magnetic field is. For flights like New York to Mumbai, higher G levels can affect navigation accuracy. Well, to avoid higher levels of geomagnetic storms, flight itself is planned to fly at lower altitudes and lower latitudes, though it might not be economical. But safety comes first. Now, let's talk about S scale. S stands for solar radiation storms. The S scale is the one pilots pay the closest attention to. This relates directly to the radiation level at cruising altitude. During strong S events, airline may avoid polar routing, adjust flight levels, or plan alternate tracks. Passenger safety is never compromised. Margins are always built in. And finally, R scale. R stands for radio blackouts. The R scale tells us about potential communication disruptions. High frequency radios, especially at higher latitudes, can be affected. That's why we rely on multiple layers: satellite communication, alternate frequencies, and backup procedures. Before departure, we see the forecasted G, S, and R levels. During the flight, airline continues to monitor and update us. If anything trends upward, we already have a plan. So that's space weather for you, explained in a simple, non-technical way. Most of the time, it stays quietly in the background, but on ultra long haul flights like this, it's just another way we stay ahead of. So everything remains smooth and predictable. With that done, it's time to head to the airport. At our office, with all the documents in place, we begin our flight briefing. This is where planning turns into execution. Weather, fuel strategies, alternate, and yes, even space weather are reviewed one final time. Today's G, S, and R levels are well within limits. No operational restrictions, just continued monitoring en route. On ultra long haul flights, briefing isn't about memorizing numbers, it's about shared understanding. All the pilots thinking the same way before the aircraft even moves. Once everything's aligned, we are ready to head to the aircraft. Before every flight, there's a moment I always take: an external scan and a quiet appreciation of the machine that's about to take us halfway across the world. Every panel, every surface, every detail designed to do one thing perfectly. This isn't just admiration, it's respect for the aircraft, the engineers behind it, and the responsibility that comes with commanding it. Once that's done, it's time to step inside and bring her to life. After landing into Mumbai, it's time to step out of the cockpit. I thank my crew. Every flight is a team effort, and this one was no different. Immigration done, post flight breath analyzer completed, bags collected, and customs cleared. From New York to Mumbai, different skies, different time zones, but the same discipline throughout. Another long journey completed safely, and there's no feeling quite like being back home. As I step out, my transport to the hotel is already waiting. On the way to the hotel, there's one feeling that always stands out: the first breath of fresh air after a long flight. It completely resets you. Body tired, mind calm, and the journey finally complete. Finally, in my room, a long day, a long night completed. Grateful for a safe flight, grateful to be home. Well, before concluding, here are a few tips for you guys to recover from a long, tiring jet lag. Eat, sleep, and wake according to your destination, even if your body resists. Step outside during daytime. Sunlight is the fastest reset button for your body clock. Dehydration worsens fatigue. Water works better than caffeine or alcohol. A short walk or gentle stretching improves circulation and sleep quality. If needed, limit naps to 20 to 30 minutes, not more. Dark room, cold temperature, phone away. Let sleep come naturally. Jet lag fades, but memories, they last. Welcome home or welcome to somewhere new. Well, that's all for today, guys. If you have found my content interesting and informative, do like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Snapchat. Also, do consider checking out my other videos from my aviation playlist. I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, bye bye and God bless.